Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a full tutorial. We're going from 0 to 100. I don't know if it's 100, maybe like 85, because it's not like super glam. I wanted to keep it a little bit more like, I don't know, summer glam, I guess. So we're gonna be focusing on very minimal eye makeup and just glowy, clear skin. I love the way that it turned out, absolutely love it. I'm going to be showing you how I like prep my skin with face wash and moisturizer and a primer, all of that stuff to make sure that my skin looks nice and clear and glowing and perfect. All right guys, before we jump into the video, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm uploading. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Otherwise, we're not really friends. That's how I feel about it. All right guys, so if you wanna see how I get perfect, clear, glowing skin, keep watching. All right guys, so I'm gonna start off by cleansing my face. Typically I would do this in the morning when I take a shower, but it's a long story. I ended up not having power and hot water yesterday, so I ended up taking a shower really late last night. So I just didn't really feel the need, but I do have to cleanse my face cleanse and moisturize before I do my makeup. So I'm going to be going in with the Dermalogica Clear Start Breakout Clearing Foaming Wash. I have been loving this. I think you guys probably saw me share it on my Instagram story, but I've been using this probably for like the past, I don't remember when I got it, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks now. All right, so this is meant to clear away dead skin cells and dirt and excess oils from clogged pores, which end up causing breakouts. I am in the stage right now each month where your skin ends up looking like shit, if you know what I'm talking about. I always end up getting hormonal breakouts like here and all along my jaw. You can see like I've got, that one's pretty bad, but like for the most part, they're not that bad. And this is like kind of crazy because each month, literally my face breaks out like I have a beard, like a beard of breakouts. So I don't know for sure, but kind of want to thank Dermalogica. So that's what we're gonna do to start off the face. I'm gonna pop on my trusty Dermalogica headband, which I never used these before. I always used like a hard headband, and these are so amazing. They gave this to me when I went to get a facial at their headquarters. So I'm just gonna slip this on and look like real cool for a second. What do you think? My face is so tight, I can't wait to moisturize. All right, so I'm gonna start off by, I'm gonna use a sponge and I'm just gonna get my face a little. It's not the easiest thing to do, washing your face on camera, I'll be honest with you. All right, I'm just gonna pop the top and put a little bit out and then work it into the skin. And I like to really focus it along my jawline and like my temples. So that's where I tend to break out the most. It has the most fresh scent. So it does contain 0.5% salicylic acid to clean out your skin, but it doesn't contain too much, which is really important because you don't want to dry out your skin. Salicylic acid is good in small doses. It's also formulated with 8 botanicals, including tea tree, lavender, camellia sinensis, which soothe and calm irritated skin. And then it also has orange peel extract, which revives, energizes, and refreshes, and it smells so delicious. It smells so good. It's like citrusy and awakening, and I love using it in the morning because of that. And like, who doesn't love the smell of something citrusy to like get your day started in the morning? You know what I mean? This is a grapefruit, but it just like made me want something citrusy. I'm sorry, are we in the middle of a video right now? All right, I'll put my moisturizer on. All right, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of toner. This is the THAYERS Witch Hazel Aloe Vera formula with rose petal. It smells like rose petal, I don't know, whatever, just a quick one. For my moisturizer, again, I'm gonna use Dermalogica. This is just like my daily moisturizer situation. I have been loving the Calm Water Gel. It's super lightweight and it absorbs quickly, which is perfect for a daily moisturizer. But I have been really dry lately. Like, I don't know if you can even tell, but my lips are literally like, eh. Like I can't, like they're just like, you know? I don't know, I've just been very dry. So I've also been loving the Skin Hydrating Booster, which is kind of like I guess it's kind of like a beauty oil, sort of. It's a little bit thinner than a beauty oil. It's like lightweight deep hydration. So I've been mixing the two of them just to give my skin a little bit more moisture. But what's nice is I feel like they combine well to give my skin like that added moisture without being heavy or feeling oily. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, sometimes when you can use a beauty oil, it can be a little bit too much. So I'm gonna take about that much. You don't need a lot. And then I'm going to add just like a drop or two. And it just like feels like water. The calming water gel, just like you mix it up in your hand and it just kind of like melts into your skin already. It feels so good. I know I've talked about this moisturizer a few times, but I definitely recommend it. All right, and then for my under eyes, I need hydration for underneath my eyes. I need it for concealing. I'm going to be using the Intensive Eye Repair Cream, which smells like yogurt. It's like nice and lightweight hydration, so it's perfect for daytime. Work it underneath my eyes and like along the C shape. This is where you get wrinkles. Okay, skin is definitely the most important when you want to have glowing, gorgeous, summer, healthy makeup, okay? So now that our skin is properly cleansed and hydrated, I'm gonna go in with my primers, which is very important for creating a base between your skin and the makeup. So a lot of people will just moisturize. You can do this if you want. Some people will use a moisturizer on top of their previous moisturizer to prime. I do that too sometimes. Today I'm gonna be using the Marc Jacobs Invisible Undercover Primer. It's a nice lightweight formula, so it's gonna complement the rest of the products, and I'm just gonna press this into my skin. So this is gonna help add a little bit more hydration, but it's very lightweight. So you don't wanna be, you know, piling on a ton of like oils and heavy creams, because it's gonna make your foundation and your concealer slip, and that's how you end up with like creasing. Everything in moderation, like especially when it comes to makeup. Now I'm gonna go in with the new, I think this is new, this is Marc Jacobs Fantasy Dew Drops. 52? I don't know if that's the number. They're pretty dark, so these are not going to be highlighter for me, but what I'm gonna do with these to create like a really glowy base, I'm gonna be placing this along the areas that I bronze and want like a little bit extra glow. So kind of just like in this area, like this C shape. That's where I'm gonna place it. Oh my God, a lot came out. So I'm using a duo fiber brush, and I'm just gonna place this along that C area. So this is the area that I would like bronze and want just a little bit of glow. It's pretty dark for me, and it's also like a little bit red, but we're using this as a base, so it's gonna go underneath my foundation. So hopefully it'll just kind of create like a nice bronzy glow from within. So hopefully you can see once it's buffed out, it gives kind of like a bronzy sheen to the skin. Now, we're gonna go over top and hopefully it'll show through. All right, for foundation, I'm gonna be using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This is in Natural Beige 205. I'm gonna start off on the bottom part of my face and then just slowly build it up. This might be a little dark. Yeah, this is a little bit tan for me, so we're gonna cheat it and take a little bit on my neck. All right, I'm gonna go in with my light neutral Shape Tape Concealer to do a little highlighting and hopefully brighten up my face a little more. All right, and then I'm going back over the edges of my concealer and foundation to make sure that everything is blended and it looks seamless. I'm gonna take a little bit of that concealer on my lids, because that's what I'm gonna use to prime for shadow. All right, I don't wanna use a ton of powders in this look, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of cream contouring, and I'm doing all of this stuff before I go in and conceal like these little spots and stuff, because I wanna make sure that like that area is going to be the color that it's going to be, and then I can mix my concealer color to match it perfectly. That way I don't have to worry about like going in and concealing and then removing product when I go in with my cream bronzers. So I'm gonna go in with the middle shade from my Kat Von D Cream Contour Palette. And then I always go back over everything with my sponge to make sure that it's all seamless and blended. All right, I'm gonna quickly fill my brows with the Kat Von D Super Brow in light brown. I wanna keep them more natural, so I'm just going in with really light strokes. All right, I'm trying not to use like way too many powders on my face lately, especially since I want this to be like a glowy skin look, but I am gonna be going in with the Marc Jacobs Finish Line Powder, and I'm gonna use this to set lightly underneath my eyes, my lids, and just the areas that I get shiny. So before we go into the eyes, I'm just gonna finish off like doing my bronzer and my blush, because this look is all about the skin. So I wanna make sure that that is perfection before we go in with the eyes, because I don't want the eyes to end up being like too much, you know? So I'm gonna go in and do a little bit more bronzing / contouring, just kind of like amping it up a little tiny bit with the Marc Jacobs Tantastic bronzer. So I really don't need that much. I'm just gonna kind of like press this lightly over what I put down earlier to kind of set it. And then for blush, I'm gonna be using this one by Melt. This is Honey Thief. So it's kind of like a dirty, I don't really know how to describe this. It's kind of like a dirty peach. That's how I would describe it. Because it's still got like kind of some warmth to it, but it's like a little bit more dusty. I don't know, I wanted to try it. I'm just gonna place this on the apples. And the reason that I'm using a matte blush rather than something that's shimmery is because I do have a lot of like, I don't know, larger pores and kind of some texture along my cheeks. And whenever I use something shimmery, it just ends up exacerbating the way that looks on my face, and it's just not very flattering. All right, so now before I go in with my shadows, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to set everything on my face and just bring some of the dew back because my skin is still looking a little bit dry. Probably should have used a little bit more of a hydrating primer. If you ever feel like you need to bring a little bit more life back to your skin, Fix Plus is like something that I just cannot live without. All right, for shadows, I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Glam Reflections palette. So I want to keep this eye look pretty simple, very just like light and warm and shimmery, because it's all going to be about the skin and we're going to bring it home with the highlight. All right, so you got to wait till the end. But for the eyes, I'm going to start off with, I don't know the name of it, but I'm going to start off with this like light orangey shade in my crease. I want to build up the crease a little bit more, but this shade is really dark and this one's a little too like, I don't know, mustardy for my taste. So I'm going to grab a little bit of Tantastic and throw that in my crease because it's just gonna kind of tie in the bronzer shade anyway. In fact, if I wasn't using this palette, I would probably just throw a little bit of this bronzer in my crease, throw on some mascara and be done. Well, once highlight is on. These colors really tie in nicely with this blush. That's exactly what I want. I just want like a nice light wash in my crease, not too much. Okay, and then for my lid, I'm gonna pick up this shade right here, which is kind of like a pale gold. And I'm just gonna press this all over the lid. Keep it kind of low down at first. I don't want it to be like, I mean, you can see it's got great payoff, but I don't want it to be like too foiled. So I'm not gonna go back in with Fix Plus after. Just want like a pretty shimmer on the lids. And then lightly blend it up into the crease. Just kind of gives like the eyes like a slight pop. It looks more finished, but it doesn't draw too much attention to the eyes. And then I'm gonna do the same thing along the lower lash line that I did in the crease. And then I just want to open up this inner corner right in here a little bit more. So I'm going to grab that same pale shade and place it right in there. All right, now the highlight is where everything comes together. So for that, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Amrezy highlight, which is my like, just like my go-to highlight now, because I can use it when I'm fair, I can use it when I have a tan, and the formula is just absolutely stunning. And I definitely think that the color is going to really flatter this look. It kind of is the same shade almost as the color that I used on my lid anyway. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna hit all of the high points of the face. I'm trying not to take it too low on my cheek because like I said, I do have like texture and stuff like down here. So I'm just gonna kind of like try to keep it in this C shape. Now that all my powders are down, I'm gonna go in with my Tartiste Brow Gel, wherever it is. There's a hair on my face, I can feel it and I can't, oh my God, there it is. All right, before I finish off my eyes and lips and everything, I'm gonna go in again with more MAC Fix Plus because it's just going to bring all of the glow together. All right, so I'm gonna go in with a few coats of my Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. And then for lashes, I'm going in with the House of Lashes Boudoir Light. All right, so I just went and fixed my hair really quick because it was driving me crazy. My lips are in desperate need of hydration, so I'm gonna go in with a gloss today because they feel so dry. Actually, I just recorded. I thought I was filming this, but I wasn't, which is why I already have lip liner on. But first I'm gonna go in with a nude lip pencil. This is Melt Foxy. And I know that I'm going in with a Becca gloss. I just don't know which one. So I have a bunch of them here, and some of them are more pigmented, some of them are more shimmery, and I'm just like having a hard time. I think I want it to be like more pink. I feel like these two go really well together. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Becca Glow Gloss. This is in the shade Opal. It smells like Thin Mints. All right guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this look. This is definitely going to be my like go-to summer makeup because it's just like beautiful, glowy, bronzy skin. Super simple, looks like flawlessly gorgeous, easy brows, hardly any eye makeup, and a glossy lip. Absolutely perfect. And if you guys are looking for a new face wash, especially if, you know, summer's coming around and it's gonna be a lot hotter, it's gonna be warm, you're gonna be like sweating and you're gonna end up with like extra oil, especially when you're wearing makeup like all day long. You want something that's really going to like clear you out. You know what I mean? I would definitely recommend the Dermalogica Clear Start Foaming Wash, Breakout Clearing Foaming Wash. It's a very long name, but it smells delicious. And it's got that easy opener, you know? So you're not like struggling to get it open. This is nice and easy. Love it. All right guys, thank you so much for watching and hopefully I will see you in the next one.